Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Not So Berry Challenge in The Sims 4. We're currently on Yellow Gen, so we'll be joining Soleil. First off, here's a quick little fit check. The closer it gets to fall, the more I'm going to be pulling out my progressively more autumn fits. This isn't necessarily an autumn dress, but the shoes definitely are some of my fall staples. My little burgundy heels. We're back with Soleil today, and she's currently at her birthday party back at the Chestnut Ridge house. So we are rejoining her here. She is inside. She's somewhere inside, so I can't see inside there because I haven't knocked on the door yet. But I think that, so it's 5 in the evening. I've given most everyone some updated outfits except for Soleil because she got some in the last video. But all the rest of them, Azalea and Christine got some updated looks. Christine got some different hair. Her hair has grown out a little bit. It was quite short, like a little bob, but I've let it grow out. And I think she already had this length at a different time previously, I think. So she has it again. Before I send Soleil home, you know what, this outfit might be new on Soleil. I think she had pants with that look. Yeah, she was wearing pants in the last one. I've recently downloaded some more shoes, a couple more shoes that I really liked on her. So I've put a couple of them on her. I haven't changed many things, but like I changed the skirt on this one. I believe I changed the tights on this everyday look here. So just a smidgen of some upgrades based on some things that I had recently downloaded, like these cute little lace shoes that she's wearing. Those are really cool. Look at them. What I want her to do before she goes back to university, which she needs to do, you know, at least in a couple of hours so that she can get ready for another day of like classes and stuff tomorrow. I'm going to craft a few woodworking items because I don't have a way to do this at university. However, I need to be making some money. I've also CC'd up all of her university, her dorm room, like people, all the people that are living with her. So this is Ryland. I think it'll tell me if I open my profile. It'll tell me if they're a roommate. So like here's Carson. And then we have a few others that she doesn't even know yet. But we have like 7 other people. We have 5,000 and something dollars right now. She did have 10K, which is what I sent her out with. When I moved her out, she did have 10K. However, I used like half of it on a computer, on a laptop, which she doesn't really have in her inventory, but I guess it's on her desk in her room. Whenever she gets done with this week of university, during the next like semester, so I'm assuming it'll let me choose another, you know, choose my classes again and choose where I'm living. I'm going to move out to this little tiny home that I built in Oasis Springs. This large lumberjack sculpture, I crafted it for 60 and it's selling for 240, so that's really cool. I'm going to make a few of these little things and sell them, try to build me up a little bit of money, and then I can come back and do this a couple times during the week, I think, because the amount of money I need to get to is 11,000-ish, you know, I think give or take a little bit. It's like right over 11,000 to move into, which is what her tiny home cost. I built a little tiny home in Oasis Springs. It's I did like the tiniest level of the tiny home, so it's like a micro home, but I want to have her live in that for a little while, and then I can add to it. It doesn't have to be a tiny home forever, but for the time being, I think it'd be really cool because it does raise her skills quite quickly, so that'll be neat. And then she can obviously, it's not really decorated. I did make it yellow, but it's not really decorated, but she can decorate it as we go along. I want to have her decorate it mostly with the stuff that she will be building and stuff like that as well, like the stuff on the woodworking station, but also the robotics station. I want her to build a lot of stuff on there too. I'm going to craft the most expensive gnome and see if I can sell that one for more than like the 155. Oh yes, 310. And since she's got good luck, all of her crafting things I think are turning out better quality because of her good luck, so that's really cool. I got a single and loving it lifestyle unlocked. So she's unlocked a second lifestyle. She had the people and the people person lifestyle was her earlier one she unlocked a while back, and then now she has single and loving it. Let me see if there's any other one in progress. No, there is not. These are all locked. Okay, we're gonna head back home. It is almost 10 p.m., but I've made me a bit of extra money. So if I do this a few more times, then I'll probably be able to quite easily get me that 11,000. Plus also, whenever it comes, I can also probably clear out some of my inventory as well if I need a little bit extra. I could sell my laptop because that would give me back a lot of it, but I think I will need a computer whenever I move out. So okay, we're back in our dorm, and here's a bunch of my CC'd up. Oh, this is the one that was calling me and said that he didn't have a key. Technically, I'm still, I swear, I can't believe I forgot my key. I swear it won't happen again. I'm so glad you came by. That's really funny. Technically, technically it's still counted as me coming by to give him a key, even though it was many hours later. But yeah, so this is what Carson looks like now. And then, so that's Carson. This guy right here is Alexis Shannon. Whitley over here. So those are a few of them. The rest of them disappeared. So Lay, why don't you head into your room? I know that there's my laptop, so let's go sit down. So my Monday classes will be, I've already completed my homework for the fixes and my homework for analog robotics. Let me maybe start working on my little presentation I need to do here for experiments in energy. Students are expected to complete and present this before the end of the term for a large part of the grade. So we will go ahead and do some of that. I have a decent amount of energy left, so I don't really need to sleep until quite late. So I'm gonna do as much of my school stuff as I can. And then after she's done working on this board here, I'm going to continue my term paper for magnets and mechanics. I don't know what all of my roommates are studying either, so I kind of want to ask them all and see what they're all sleeping. Well, most of them are kind of gone. There's only like 3 of them here. I don't know where the rest of them are, but sometime tomorrow, I can probably ask them all what they're all studying and see if any of them are going to the same like actual classes as me. Okay, we've written our term paper for magnets and mechanics, and then we also edited our term paper. The quality is outstanding, so I think I can go ahead and submit this one because I don't think I can make it any better. And then let's get to bed at 5 in the morning. I'm going to move this food off of the toilet once again but this is the last time because I'm going to take any little random thing I have. I have a butterfly right here, so we can put something on the backs of these toilets so that they don't stick food on them anymore. Oh, and maybe hopefully that'll stop the food from getting put on the back of the things. Why don't you get some omelet real quick? Her class starts in an hour, so okay, so I've submitted my term paper for that one, so that's checked off I guess that's for the whole week. I just need to do my homework every day. Oh, she's already heading off to class, so I will eat when I come back. Okay, she gets to class early and then she has a half hour to stand there, so she automatically starts doing her homework, which is always nice, but let me make sure it's the correct homework. Yeah, I guess either of them, because neither of these classes, robotics and energy, or experiments in energy and magnets and mechanics, she does not have these classes today. These are both for tomorrow, and now she's going to head on into her class. If she doesn't trip and fall first. Okay, so for actively listen, you get your, for take notes is the one that increases her grade. So I'm gonna have her take notes in all of her classes. Okay, she turned in her homework confidently, that class. My next one is in 3 hours, so we have a bit of time. This is one of my roommates. Let me actually ask them what they're studying. We've kind of merged together into one sim, and they're just a little bit bugged and won't move at all. So oh, there we go. You were about to get debugged, but I guess it's okay. I've tried to give my roommates very different styles from each other, so they don't all look exactly the same. I was able to ask that one sim what she's studying, but I don't, oh, there we go, ask about degree. Okay, I'll see what he is studying. He's majoring in physics as well. Okay, cool. My next class is at 3. I have a little bit of time. I'm going to head on over to the Foxbury Commons, be working on some of my robotics skill, or my Bot 7, whatever the skill is called, and also see if I can join the Bot 7's student club. See if there's a member that's showing up. There's no like actual meeting going on, but I've also updated this just a smidgen. I went to build mode, the downstairs floor, not so much. But the upstairs, I've changed out the plants. I've made the little study area in the corner here a little bit more messy. Like added a whole bunch of books to where it looks like Sims have actually been studying there like all the time. I don't believe this little kitchen area was here either. Like a mini fridge and a little microwave to where you can kind of eat over on this side. And then I've changed the artwork on the walls also. And put these cute little hanging plants right here in the middle. I'm going to craft me a little chatterbot. I crafted the little RC drone. And then you can do utility bots, which I really want to do the cleaner bot as well. It's a little bit expensive. So some of these more expensive ones I may not do while I'm still in university when I'm trying to save a little bit of money to move out. I may wait and do some of them once I've moved out because I'm definitely going to buy her one of these little robot workstations at her actual house. Okay, I think she needs to stop, get to her class, and then she can come back and finish this as soon as she is out. And you can take notes while you're in there. Okay, so they put in enough work to get a decent grade out of that class. She saw other students learning more proactively. I think that's because they always give me... Okay, Rosa's calling to Tech. You can chat to Rosa. They always give me she saw other students learning more proactively whenever I've been late to class. So I think that's I think that was my issue right there. Okay, she's telling Rosa all about... She just saw her yesterday, but she's telling her all about her today's classes and her term paper and how good it went. And that she's crafting a little chatterbot. Okay, here's my little bot. Let me see. It's excellent quality. Oh my gosh, it is literally so tiny. Okay, now Vasile's calling to chat, and it looked like he had another ailment. Did he have a bunch of spots all over his face? Oh, he still got the ailment he had. At her birthday party. Press to talk. Let's talk to my little robot. Vasile has spread some juicy gossip about Azalea. Is the gossip that she has, alert, this is a warning. What? Okay, thanks, little chatterbot. Is the gossip that she has, that her boyfriend has moved into the mint house with her? Because that is what I did in the last, whenever I got done filming the last video, I went because she's been dating, well, she's had romance with this one guy, which I don't think Soleil knows at all, but she had romances with this one guy. I don't even remember his name, but I had CC'd him up ages ago, and then I was hoping that they would like start dating, and they kind of did, but because I have neighborhood stories turned off for the mint house, they weren't able to like move in or anything like that. So I've moved him in with Azalea, so he now lives in the mint house, and I will add him to the family and friends club at some point. Also, next time I have a get together, we'll be inviting him over as well. We're gonna sit in here and do some homework for my next classes, for my tomorrow classes, my Tuesday classes. So we're going to be doing magnets and mechanics first, and then I'll do my experiments in experiments in energy homework as well. It's quite late, but we're like halfway done with this, so this is my second homework, and I think I can finish before it gets too late. I'm getting a little notif about cram for the exam, so I think a bunch of students are going to start showing up and doing their homework here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's people coming in. Okay, so I guess some Sims are going to start filling up my table, doing their homework. There's literally a whole other empty table right there. I don't know why you had to sit by me, but that's fine. As soon as we are done, we're gonna get out of here before this thing fills up too much. Oh, she's getting stranger danger. She's 2/10 to finish her homework. But we're almost done, so we'll do the rest of it as soon as we get back home. Yeah, this is one of my roommates. This is Ryland Craig. He's showing up as well. And then this is another one. I don't know what he's wearing. Oh, no, he's sick. He has an ailment. That's not usually what he looks like. But this is Alexis. It's so nice and quiet out here at midnight because everyone's either studying or like sleeping. Go friendly introduce yourself to, this is Alexis Shannon. I want to see what his degree is. He is majoring in biology. Okay, that's cool. Let's go scavenge through here because I can get some robot parts from scavenging in the trash. Carson's he's also doing physics, so let's see what Whitley's is. Oh, never mind, she just left. Okay, I need to finish my homework for this class that I couldn't finish at the commons because there was too many people. Okay, they're still putting food in the bathroom, but they're not putting it on the toilets anymore. They're putting it on the sink. Let's get a couple of Flaherty Heart cookies. I will eat these while I'm watching some TV because her fun is extremely low. And then we can head off to bed. She's getting a happy 2 moodlet from the single and loving it lifestyle. There's nothing like the sweet smell of independence after a nice long sleep. Soleil loves waking up single. And now she's getting some more cookies for breakfast. Tuesday, we have some classes, but not for a few hours. Maybe we could do a little jog this morning. We're also getting close to, it's day 10 of summer of 14. So we're getting quite close to fall, and I'm really excited for fall because it's, oh gosh, she's gonna jog with her plate of cookies, isn't she? Because it will be fall when we move out into Oasis Springs, so it'll be cool enough for her to be doing a lot of working outside, woodworking and stuff like that. Okay, she's finished her jog, she's finished her cookies, and now she's heading into her magnets and mechanics class. She turned in her homework confidently. That class and squeezed every bit of knowledge out of it that she could. Okay, and then now she has another class in 1 hour. But she's working on homework for her Thursday classes, because tomorrow, Wednesday, we don't have any classes tomorrow. Okay, I had to break away and go to work for a couple of hours. But now I am back. And then her last class is going to be on Thursday for this experiments in energy. So I am pretty sure that means I need to give my presentation sometime before the term ends. And I'm assuming the term ends on like Friday is what I would guess. So I'm going to work on my presentation. I can work on my presentation tomorrow because I don't have any classes on Wednesday. Well, you know what? I do have analog robotics class tomorrow. I do have classes on Wednesday. I thought I didn't for some reason, but that's okay. I will just do it. Okay, you need to go to your class, please. Ooh, I've reached level 5 robotics level. I can now craft a utility bot at the robotics workstation, and the gardener bot helps maintain even the most unruly of gardens. Oh, I can craft a new utility bot, which is the gardener bot. This is so cool. I'm literally going to craft every single robot to help me. If you can hear the turkey gobbling on the porch, no you can't. To help me with my like cleaning and with my gardening and, you know, everything else. Also, I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift is about to announce a new album in like a couple of days. I'm filming this on Monday the 11th. This video will go up on Friday. I think Wednesday she's going to announce a new album. I'm pretty sure. That's what we're expecting. So I'm introducing myself to Whitley. This is another one of my roommates. Oh, she's majoring in villainy. Oh my gosh. My term presentation for my experiments class is pour. Let's refine and organize it, and then I can ask for feedback from like a roommate later on. And we've got some new food. We've got some lobster thermidor. So let's grab a serving of that. Azalea said, Azalea's calling me to say she found a ring in Colton's bag. I think he's going to propose to me. So Colton is the guy that she's living with. That's really funny. I just moved them together and now they're like, let's get married. Say yes. Oh, her presentation is looking a lot better. We've got more little graphs up here. Speaking of Azalea getting married, her parents are supposed to be getting married whenever they are elders. So as soon as they age up, which is not very long, 38 out of 42 is Vasile. So that's 4 days away. When they get married, when I do an actual wedding for Rose and Vasile, it's going to be the last episode of Rose Gen, like actual video. So it's going to be focused on Rosa. So it needs to be in between Soleil. So of course it has to be in between Soleil, you know, doing her classes. So I planned for it to be on a weekend. So depending on when they age up, it could either be this coming weekend here or the one after. But I have Rose's wedding dress all picked out. I picked it out a long time ago. Her term presentation looks great. Oh my gosh, it got so much better. She put so many little pictures here. Okay, so it's an excellent presentation. I can submit it between 8 and 4:30 on weekdays. Okay, so I will submit it sometime tomorrow maybe. But in the meantime, we are eating some lobster for dinner. Okay, and then I will work on the homework for both of my classes for tomorrow. I know that I have a couple of days, but I'm a little bit afraid of accidentally leaving this stuff behind. So I'm going to go ahead and stick all of her little things back in her inventory. All of the stuff, my little plant that I bought. Oh, she's playing video games now because she woke up at 8:30 in the morning to play some Road Rival Alpha. Azalea has started she got a job as a doctor, a general practitioner in the doctor career. That's really cool. And then before I head off to today's classes, I'm going to work on some of my homework for tomorrow's classes. It never ends. This is one of her new pajama looks. Oh my gosh. This guy just came up and started flirting with her. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? In that outfit of all outfits. Can I just change him to something that makes a little bit more sense? And now he's serenading her, just out of the blue for no reason. Also, they gave him little glasses. I never put glasses on my Sims, but I do have some CC ones, so, you know, I may as well start using them. The final exam is in an hour. Maybe this will time to cram. Wait, what? Which class is this for? The fix is in, but I've done my homework. Do I need to... She just left in the middle of his serenade, which, yes, was probably a good idea, because that was really out of the blue. I don't know if I should have done more studying. So, in the hour that I have, I'm going to study for the fixes in, just for a little bit of time, and then I will rush to my class. I've been doing my homework, but I don't know if that's separate from studying, if that's the only thing I need to do or not. I don't know. I know I can email my professors as well, ask them how I'm doing on my grades, so I should probably do that. And I've got myself a nice little a little iced latte right here with me. Go to class, please. Soleil, go to class right now. Oh gosh, she's tripping and falling everywhere. A little bit late, 25 minutes late. I can cheat on my exam, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. Okay, there's no extra option, so just attend class normally, and I will leave it up to, the fate is in her hands now. I guess it's out of mine, and I will just wait and see what happens. I'm thinking of putting a woodworking table in the Foxbury Commons, so that way I wouldn't have to travel back home every time I need to make a little bit of a cash. Okay, so they put enough work to get a decent grade, though she saw some other students seeming to, okay, listen proactively, whatever. Okay, I did my best. So when I go to I can apply to universities and apply for scholarships. Do I need to do that for each separate semester, or does it count for all of them? I'm going to go ahead and apply for scholarships and just see what happens. Oh gosh, the final exam for her analog robotics class is in an hour, and she is nauseous and sick, and she's sort of freaking out. Oh, okay, so we already applied to the handy, so that means that it does roll over to the next one, I guess. But maybe we should apply for another one. Education for all. I'll apply to that one because I only have 6,000, so maybe this counts as really low household funds, and see if I can get a little bit of a discount on my next class or my next semester. So they put in enough work to get a decent grade out of that class, though she saw some other students seeming to learn more proactively. Okay, she's talking to Vasile real quick, and then we can go to the Foxbury Commons. Doing this degree is going to make her start her astronaut career. I believe at level 7 or 8. So that's really, really high. So what we'll be working on once we finish university, more so it'll have to be the rocket science skill. We have level 2. We're not building it really quickly. However, we've already finished handiness. When we graduate university, we will be almost at the top of the astronaut career. So we'll have those two things out of the way. And then rocket science skill is really the one that we'll be having to work on, but living in a tiny home is definitely going to help a lot with that. Let's scooch over this little workstation, and then we can craft But I think a lot of the furniture, if I were to craft some of these things, would go into my household inventory, which I don't really have right now. So I'm going to have to craft the little sculptures or even like the gnomes, you know, and sell those. And then I'm going to work on my homework for this experiments in energy class. Oh, both of my homeworks, I guess, for my tomorrow classes. I have to give my presentation sometime. I think sometime tomorrow on Thursday. The term ends on Friday, and I don't know if I will actually be able to do any of my presenting on Friday. Here's another one of my roommates. This is Harold. We don't see him very often. Okay, let's go home. 12:30. Not too bad. We're gonna get some food in her, and we're gonna get to bed at a decent time tonight, I think. I can give my presentation between 8 a.m. and 4:30. That is perfect timing. Okay, she woke up bright and early, right before 8 a.m. She didn't fill up her energy. She autonomously woke up for some reason a little bit too early. To go dance, I guess. Maybe don't do that, but you have time now to give your final presentation. And we'll see how long this takes. Ooh, is that one of the little servo bots? Hold on. Look, he's all broken. Can I adopt him? I can repair it. I'm going to craft one of these guys. See, it's a young adult, so do they just like live? Like when I craft one, I'm gonna craft one of those whenever I, you know, level up my robotics skill and stuff. But does that mean they just become part of my household and just kind of live with me? I don't know if I want that. Okay, she's giving her final presentation. Her fun is very low, so she's very tense, but I also like to think that she's very tense because she's nervous about her presentation. Okay, I've done all of my main things. My term papers, my exams, and my presentations for all my classes, and I've done my homework for everything. She turned in her homework confidently, and squeezed every bit of knowledge she could get. And then her last class, I think, am I reading this right? No, hold on. Okay, so I have two classes. I do have classes on Friday as well, but then my last class starts in 50 minutes, and it's the same place here, so I'm going to go on a jog. She's very low in fun, so this will raise her fun while we're waiting on our next class. Okay, and then you can take notes in this one also. Okay, she turned in her homework confidently. That class includes every bit of knowledge that she could. So that was... Okay, so those are my last ones of the day. I have tomorrow as my last day of this semester. Let me go ahead and introduce myself to this. This is another one of my roommates. And his degree is going to be, he's majoring in economics. I have a decent amount of time left today. I don't have any more homework I need to do. I have no more presentations I need to do. We're going to the Foxbury Commons. We're gonna hang out here and just do some woodworking basically for the rest of the day and see how much money I can make off of this. Hopefully enough to buy my little house. I may end up having to sell her laptop if I cannot get... Let me go through my inventory and sell some things. Like some of her toddler toys. I don't think I need a tent. I will keep like the Vimberries, the Razzleberries, the avocados. I'm gonna keep those because I want to grow them when she gets to her house. Oh my gosh, okay, that was the end of the... What the hell? I thought I had one more day. I thought tomorrow was the last day because it literally shows me that I have classes on Friday. Okay, so, oh gosh, I'm glad that I did all of my stuff, preparing as if it was today. The school term has drawn to a close. We got an A+ in 3 of my classes, and then a B in analog robotics and a digital world. So my term GPA is an A. Would you like to sign up for another term? It's time to sign up for classes at Foxbury Institute. Then that means right now I have to decide where to live, and I don't have the money to move out just yet. So, okay, so I'm going to do my distinguished degree physics. 2 classes, so we only have up in atoms and the gravity of general relativity. Those will be my only ones. So here is the university housing. If I move out of my current lot, which is what I want to do, I'm going to see if... Okay, so I still have my... Ooh, gosh. Oh my gosh, it was $0 this time. Because I only had the 2 classes, and then I got 3 scholarships. The merit one, my building for the future, and then the education for all. I'm assuming that's the low household funds one that I just applied for. And I did not hear back from them because I did check the mail, but I guess I heard back from them. So it's 0. So paying for it is 0. Okay, that's good to know. Let me look up and see if I can move back in with like the Rose house until I'm able to get enough money to move on to my own house. Like if I'm able to move households mid-term, let me look that up. Okay, I'm getting very mixed answers, which usually happens when I look up a question about this game. So I'm going to assume that I can. So I'm going to move back in with my parents for the time being. Okay, hold on. It left me back to this class and then, or I mean, it put me back to this screen. Oh no, it's saying I'm still in Tidal Tower. Oh gosh. Okay, well, which is not where I want to be. So I'm gonna go back home to my dorm. I swear I clicked move out on that second screen where it was like, where do you want to live? And I was like, move out on my own. I swear I clicked that. If I sold my computer, if I sold my laptop, I would have enough money to move out to my own little house. But let me see. Move household. So I selected different university housing for the next term. Okay, so I did select it and it did work. She should take some time to pack up everything that's hers before moving out. Okay, okay. So they put me back in here so that I could grab my things. Okay, that's good to know. I'm not going to take these guys back with me. I want to keep them here on the toilet so that no one sets food there anymore. But I believe I have all my things. All the stuff that I set on my desk. Oh, my rug. Can't forget about the rug. Now it is safe for me to move out. I'm gonna just end this social event early. This will immediately move out of university housing. Okay, well, you know what? I will sell my computer. I can buy a new one as soon as I get into my new house. That gives me $12K. I believe I only need a little bit over $11,000. And we're gonna move out into my little tiny home in Oasis Springs that I'm very, very excited to live in. Their Sims are, oh, it's 13,000? Girl, what the hell? I swear it was 12. There's Sims living in there already. Should I move in with the family so that I can at least move in, and then I would just kick them out once I'm there, and I'll give them back their money. I'm only supposed to have 12,142, which would be 0 once I actually buy this property. So this is our little tiny home. It's not decorated. I plan for Soleil to do a lot of the decorating, so I'm going to kick these guys out. Remove them both from the family. This is what our little place looks like. It's showing the lot value as being 9,000. You can't see it, but it's showing the lot value as being 9,490, and it is a micro home. I only placed 32 little tiles. This is what it looks like. It's kind of cute. It's small for the time being. And this is like a little pole barn area where she's going to have all of her woodworking and her robotics stuff all around here. I'm going to set her money to 0 because this thing is telling me it's worth 9,000, and the main screen is telling me it was worth 13,000. So I feel like that means that I've used up all of my money. So let's go inside our little tiny house and see what it looks like. So this is the front room. Oh my gosh, who? David Zest? Was that one of, wait. That was one of the people who was just living here. I removed them from the family, but I did not kill them. I don't know what to do with this urn. I'll take it and I will like use tool mod to just move it over here. Let's put it across the street. It's not letting me toggle it. Oh, that's so frustrating. Fine, for the time being, it'll live. Ooh, it just disappeared. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I don't know what was going on. Never mind then. But this is our little tiny home. I haven't made chairs for the table because she's going to do that with her woodworking skills. We do have a Murphy bed, which I know is kind of deadly, so I'm going to be really careful. Maybe if I upgrade it. Is there a way to upgrade it and make sure that it does not kill me? But we have our little bed here. Very, very small. We have a little mini fridge, a little mini kitchen, and then a little miniature bathroom. And I use some of the lighting from the Enchanted by Nature pack, the fairies pack, because it's so cute. These little lights on the wall here. I like to think that she went for this house because it was yellow. And then we have like a tiny little front porch, but obviously I will add more things here. Okay, we're at $0 right now, so that means I do need to travel somewhere to get a little bit of money. I can probably sell a few things out of my inventory to get a little woodworking table and start making money doing that. And then the next thing we'll be saving up for is buying a rocket ship. So in the next video, we'll be living out here for the first time, completely by herself for the first time. We'll still be doing university, but a lot less courses this time. I can spend a lot more time on my rocket science skill. I can spend a lot more time doing some robotic stuff and some woodworking things, creating a bunch of stuff for the house. This is a nice sized lot. I can put my rocket ship back here in the backyard. Let's go ahead and put my little Sixum from the moon. I'll put my little picture up on the wall. Someone has shown up at my doorstep, and I'm not going to answer it because it could be a vampire. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know to do more of these videos. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video.